We got to get through them anyway.
And
So
my microphone is working on this one, so which is good.
okay, well,
Let's read.
we're gonna finish reading this mini
The
series.
in-laws.
Chapter 113, The In-Laws. Welcome back. The recording has started again, but for you listening at home, it's just part of the same big episode. If Cabral sounds different at all, it's because apparently he was not recorded during the entirety of the last couple chapters and has been improving his lines over the recording that we previously made.
So, let us know how that turned out.
Yeah, please let us know how that turned out.
I'm most excited about the intro where I was yelling at him.
This is gonna be really funny.
That's so funny, because here's the thing. I haven't gone in improv yet, but so it's gonna be really interesting.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we're not re-recording this episode, so like,
let's go.
Keep going.
Let's go. It's living the dream. We gotta keep it. You gotta roll the punches.
We're done.
All right. Quick note. I just read that Twilight's brother is the captain of the Royal Guard. At first, I facepalmed because I screwed up and made Bearhoof the captain. Then I remembered that he quit to live his life with Dana XD. So I got lucky with this one.
Oh.
Yeah, just thought I'd share that.
Got it. The In-Laws, Chapter 113. I stood there with a smile as Twilight's parents stared at me in disbelief.
Oh.
You're the one who married to our daughter.
Her father asked in a shocked voice. I chuckled and began to shake, sending mud everywhere.
Sure am.
Lance?
Twilight said silently as she slowly backtracked to the house. I looked at her and laughed.
1 minute, Twi. I'm talking to your parents. Married to our daughter? You?
Her mother said, also in shock. I twisted back to them and smiled.
Yep. And I must tell you, your daughter is amazing. I don't think that came out right.
I don't... No, I mean...
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I think it's...
Why, how would they interpret it? Like, they just... it's assumed that it's like... Yeah, but...
I don't know. That doesn't really parse to me, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know. My immediate assumption would not be that it's like...
Someone like, hey, my daughter... Yeah, you're right, Lance is on a different wavelength.
Right, maybe the tone was different. He's like, your daughter is amazing, and he like gives him a little like wink wink.
He stands up and he goes, your daughter is amazing. She's like, all right. Sure, man. They looked at each other and then me.
Could we speak to our daughter alone?
I stepped to the side and bowed slightly.
Sure, I'll be out here if you need me.
He sits back down, just like starts splashing in the mud.
They frowned to each other and quickly trotted past me and into the house. Twilight slowly followed behind them. I stood there for a full 5 seconds before groaning. What am I supposed to do while I wait?
Jerk off, Clop? Really? We're in public. Plus, I don't want to do that anymore. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, anymore. Should I break?
I looked around and began to tap my hooves against the cobblestone ground. A few ponies walked past and snickered at my appearance. Yeah, I was still sort of muddy.
Sorta, you're in a puddle.
The mud puddle.
Sorta, it's a flexible term.
Yeah.
I sighed and shook myself again, but the remaining mud refused to come off. I looked up and watched the passing ponies. Then I saw a pony I sorta knew.
Hey, legit. How you doing?
Who's legit?
I very vaguely feel like am I incepting that into my head, or is this like a really old character?
Yamston is typing. Yamston knows the answers.
Alright, Yamston.
It's one of Austin's OCs from 3 of Me.
Oh
my
so
god.
Completely
okay,
new thing.
You take this one.
I wish he was here. He could have read it.
That would have been great.
Dude, he posted a GIF earlier in chat where he was like, "Oh, it's like DEFCON 5, baby," and he didn't even show up.
That
Damn
sucks.
it. Oh, we miss you. We miss you, buddy.
Piece of
He's
shit.
at work.
He's at work.
Wow.
This is his new job.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Well, I hope he
Leo,
has fun
you're-
at the baby killing factory.
The baby killing
You're too
factory.
legit to quit.
I hear they're a little slow
Okay.
this season, Cody.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The baby killing factor.
Yeah, it's been a slow
Yeah.
season.
No, in summer it's usually it'll pick up during the winter. Probably.
Yeah, usually, after.
Not
usually
enough
close to Christmas.
babies.
There's like a holiday demand, like
Yeah.
an uptick.
Whatever's 9 months after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's hold on, 11 November.
Ah,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it picks up in November.
Yo.
Dang.
Yo.
I was conceived on Christmas for sure.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
on my birthday. I don't know if anybody, I don't know if you've ever done that in your head where you've like gone backwards 9 months from your birthday and you're like, oh, that's like roughly the day that I was fucked into being.
Mine's like New Year's.
I don't think
New Year's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
Because you're September.
Yep.
No, I'm like
Uh,
late August, so I'm like, you go back 9 months and that's late December, which is.
I think
Christmas.
mine was like October or something.
Yeah, so it's roughly Valentine's. Nice, nice. And you're a
Aw.
Halloween baby.
Pog.
6, 7, 8, 9. July? Who the fucks on July?
4th of July!
Oh my God, you're American. God
Yeah,
bless.
freedom, baby! They fought for freedom!
William A. That's a deep cut
Oh,
for all the
Canada!
for the disembodied fanfiction fans, all two of you. That still
Yeah,
watch
I mean
it.
that's still a kick-ass story though.
It is.
Yeah.
But a different channel, a long time ago.
Different age. Anyways, where are we?
No, that's baby. Anyway, legit stopped and tipped a fedora.
Oh, you know, right this and right that, same as always.
Is that what you think Austin sounds like?
No, I was considering whether or not I should do like a comic book guy type thing or Austin, and I settled on comic book guy.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Less potentially inflammatory when Austin gets around to listening to it. I chuckled.
Oh, where are you heading?
He laughed and continued to walk down the road.
Oh, just heading home. I have to finish writing one of my books before the deadline. See you around.
I waved him off.
Yeah, see ya. Hey, that guy seems legit.
That's his name.
That's pretty funny, Break.
Wow.
I looked around but saw nothing else to distract me from my boredom.
Oh, damn it,
Diss
diss track. Oh,
Yo, fuck
Yo.
yeah. I'm not lawful. Make
Diss
these pussies
track or
stop
dat
talking.
I know this eavesdrop. No, maybe interesting. All right, fine.
I trotted over to the door and pressed my ear to it, but couldn't hear anything.
Window to the walls.
Do the sweat drip down my balls.
Big.
Oh, right. I trotted
All
over to the
these
window.
bitches crawl.
Yeah. Ah, skeet, motherfucker. I trotted over to the window I used to escape, which was still open, and looked in slightly. Inside, Twilight's father was shaking his head, and her mother was rubbing her eyes in an annoyed fashion. Twilight was on the couch, her eyes on the floor between her eyes on the floor between her parents. Fucking rolled out of her head.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god, what
shit.
did they do to her?
I can't say.
Twilight's father sighed and looked at Twilight.
I thought we taught you better than this, Twilight. We always thought you would choose a suitable stallion as a husband, not a strange and immature one.
Twilight closed her eyes tightly.
I'm.
And how could you get pregnant by him?
Her mother said, disappointment in her voice.
I fear for that child was born. I fear for the child that was born thanks to him.
We all do, actually.
Sure, I concur, my beloved wife. Whatever child's gonna come out of that is going to be all stripy and weird, and maybe an anime protagonist of sorts.
I feel like the child that comes out of that boy is going to have a great power locked deep within him.
According to legends, a striped colt will bear the son of...
Twilight, you would have been better adopting.
We always
will-
thought you were a lesbian. After all, you joined what seemed to be a giant polycule when you went to Ponyville, and we accepted that.
Twilight.
But this?
Twilight, have you considered abortion? My son's 2 years old. It's never too late, Twilight.
It's never
We
too
know
late.
some people who
They
can
do
do
offer
some
postnatal
post-term.
abortions. Yeah. Twilight, you have to understand. The prophecy says that he will become the king of kings and will lead Ethiopia to ruin.
Do you want your child to be the last one standing among a desert of civilization? I don't.
Best of luck
Uh,
with the sidelines.
You
Don't
can
you
imagine how Fark is too, but they married for only a few months.
Oh yeah, you should meet Greg. You're gonna love him.
At least I didn't marry Greg. Who's
Yeah, true.
Oh, Greg! Oh, I've met him before. He's so chill. I've smoked weed with him.
Yeah.
We want you to marry a proper stallion. That's why we've like to introduce you to our new friend Gregory.
Have you heard of? Have you heard of Louis? He's.
I've met a strapping young lad on his adventure.
And then it's like Louis is like dressed in like a pony costume.
Eligible bachelor in all of Ponyville. His name is Malvatorus.
He's larger than life, sweetie.
He's very powerful. You'd
Austin,
love
write that down. Write that down.
Write
Yeah,
that
dude,
down.
you're gonna pass up on these great ideas, dude.
Where are we?
Uh,
All right, anyway,
her father sighed.
I lost my place.
Twilight.
Oh, there it is. Twilight, we love you. We only want what's best for you.
Twilight looked up, tears in her eyes.
But he's.
Her mother cut her off with a wave of her hoof.
enough.
Enough.
Twilight, listen. He acts like an immature fool. And I've only known him a minute. I do not approve of this.
I judge someone in the 1 minute I meet them.
Please, Twilight's father, have mercy. Once you've scrubbed all the floors in Equestria, then we can talk about
We'll talk
mercy.
about mercy.
Twilight, what does he even do for work? Well, he's an angel. Oh, I see.
What,
He-
what the
he
fuck
didn't-
is an angel?
He got fired from the hay barn. Whatever it's called.
That
He's
was
a good
before he
Protestant
died
boy.
the second time,
He's
though.
Catholic.
He's Catholic. Yeah. You know we're a Protestant household.
Lance, this peace is what all true warriors strive for.
Twilight shook her. No. Did you finish reading that, actually?
Uh,
Oh, no, sorry. He then
No.
glared slightly. Yeah, sorry, there was a...
Now I feel like I've lost it again. What?
No, no, it's in the middle of when you got you
wait,
her
pregnant.
father rubbed his chin.
Oh.
That's the beginning of your line.
Oh, wait.
it-
No. Did I... Am I fucking...
Yeah, you skipped a line.
Yeah, you
That's
skipped,
why I
her
was-
Sorry,
father
I'm
rubs his
high.
chin.
I apologize.
Listen,
a
I
tear-
do.
A tear rolled down Twilight's face, causing my inner rage to build. Her father rubbed his chin.
Listen, I do not think he's the one for you. I think you rushed into this marriage thing with him.
He then glared slightly.
When he got you purgent, did that make you feel like you should have married him? If so, I'm going to have a talk with that stallion.
I'll make him pregnant, see how he feels about it.
Yes, have you ever heard of the event of embreg? It happens quite often among seahorses. What?
Twilight shook... And we are half seahorse.
We are
so,
half-
like,
As you know,
Your
we
grandmother
are
was a
half
seahorse.
yeah.
You're 2/3 removed from a seahorse in the family, dear.
Twilight shook her head furiously, her eyes still closed.
No, I love him. I didn't feel like I needed to marry him. I wanted to marry him.
Her parents were taken back by her words slightly.
Gasp.
Her mother sighed.
Twilight, dear. We want you to live a good life, not a life taking care of a stallion and a child. I suggest divorcing him as soon as possible. before he's able to force you to do something you'll regret.
I'm so
We have
glad they
two
have not
children.
mentioned Fawn.
Yeah, I know, right?
We have 2 children. We
I
have Spark and we have the Phoenix.
Oh, and Spike counts too sometimes.
He's gonna get Kara in the divorce, and I can't bear to lose her.
Listen, Twilight, you have to think about your relationship with the princess. What if he embarrasses you? Oh, well, they've met already. Oh, they have? Yeah, he had his dick out and
Yeah.
like he was inside me, and then
Oh dear.
Mm.
That's
I Yes, it says they labeled Fawn as a pet on the lease, and they labeled Kara
That's
as like
funny.
a child.
Yo, do you think Fawn has a chip?
Dude, definitely.
Where
She's
is-
gonna. Dad, I want a toilet. I don't want to use the litter box anymore.
God, Fawn, come on. Eat your kibble like a normal dog.
It's
Look.
good kibble. It's
Look.
indoor advantage.
Fawn.
You're gonna love it.
Fun, we
Has
only
lots of
have 2
nutrients.
toilets. One for Spark and one for Twilight and I.
You know what? You know the first ingredient is chicken.
It's great.
You know, Blue
Uh,
Buffalo. I heard it's really good.
So very obviously, by the way, I'm just gonna call my shot here, and I'm sure you'll all agree. This is gonna end with him like bursting into the door and doing an epic like monologue, and that's gonna make everybody like drop their trow and be like, oh, "No way, yo!"
yeah, absolutely.
Or they're gonna show off all the things that he's achieved or some shit, and that's gonna turn them around.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, he fought Nightmare, and he beat up his friends who were assholes,
And he took a sledgehammer to the balls. He's
and
fantastic.
he survived heat season
It'll
twice.
be okay, Mom. He
What?
can't
He
bear any more
survived
children.
heat season? Well then. He was dropped in the middle of Manhattan turned into a woman about to be raped.
No, Spood, remember his just
Yeah.
like
Oh my
Anthony,
God.
his balls got fixed by God.
It's true.
You're right. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Where are we? Let's keep going. We've been fucking around for too long.
we want you to have a good
Twilight
life.
looked up English.
We
My
want you to have a good life. Where really?
left eye
Where's that?
twitched.
No, yeah.
My left eye twitched slightly. Twilight looked up angrily.
Don't say that. I would never leave Lance. I love him more than you'll ever know. I don't get this. Why are her parents so distressed over this? What, were we rolling around in mud or something? I wasn't here for that.
Beats the fuck out of me. Anyway, back to the street.
Hey, Dawn, would you like to go masturbate with me?
No, not right now.
Not
Later.
right now. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Her mother stomped her hoof.
Twilight Sparkle, please don't raise your voice with us. We're trying to help you divorce your husband.
Her father nodded.
Don't worry, Twilight. Your mother and I will do our best to get you away from the stallion.
I
And
remember my first divorce because my parents didn't approve.
Bean!
Boo! They all turned to look at the door, which was now hanging off its hinge. Sorry.
Hinge.
That really tickled me. I wasn't ready for that. They all turned to look at the door, which was now hanging.
a hing, or
They
hing,
all-
is the Hindi word for asafoetida, sometimes spelled asafoetida. It's also been known as devil's dung and stinking gum, as well as asan, food of the gods.
Yeah, it probably smells like Lance. Okay.
They all turned.
They all turned to look at the door, which was now hanging off its hinges, and me, who was sitting to center, a pissed off look on my face.
I'm here to prove that I'm a good match for your daughter by showing that I'm violent and emotional.
I stepped forward.
Just like her.
Oh, good you.
Her father looked stunned.
We
I held up my hoof and growled, "Mamma mia! I sent a rocket to space. I don't pay the taxes. Oh!"
I cook the pizza.
And yeah, no talking.
I then slammed my hoof down.
Listen to me, both of you. The man is talking. I love Twilight, I really do. She's like an 8 or a 9. I would never do a single thing to hurt her. I do my best every day to keep her happy and safe, except when I piss her off deliberately. And she has made my life complete, and we're living. I may look like an uncaring guy, but let me tell you this. Care more about her than I do myself. Low bar, but I pass it.
I do pass it. Her mother recovered from my rant and glared.
Ooh. And what have you done for our daughter?
I growled.
I've done everything I can to keep her safe. God, I've broken bones and limbs and other parts just to make sure she wasn't harmed. When she could have been. I put her in so much danger. And I stood by her side, keeping everything that could hurt her at bay. I put my life at risk many times for her. I've died for her.
I've broken
I've been
bones
eaten
and
by
limbs. I've broken bones and limbs to defend her. My testicles got exploded, but that was unrelated.
That was unrelated. Eaten by a
I got better.
cannibal.
Eaten by cannibal is also not related.
Oh, there's a time I got kidnapped by a cult. Also not related.
I got
Also not related.
accidentally poisoned.
Actually,
no.
she saved me from that one.
Yeah,
so
she
that's
saved
kinda
me
like
from
the other-
that one. So we're even right now.
Especially from anyone who could hurt her, like any guy who tries to talk to her, all of her friends.
I showed her the porn of her that I had.
I showed our kid the porn of her that I had.
We live in
Her
the same
mother-
house with another woman.
Yeah.
I made out with my adopted pet.
She loves Dila.
She loves Dila.
They both recoils at the last part.
Die.
Died.
I jerked my head up and down angrily. Okay. Like an angry chicken.
Yeah, I sacrificed myself to save her. Do you have any idea how painful that was? It really hurt. Ow. You think it would have been... you think it would have been a fast death? But no. I suffered on the cross for 3 days. I suffered for full agonizing minutes before I actually died. My love for her is so strong. It's like a truck. I was giving her a third chance at life.
A third chance? Hold on.
Yes.
No, I was given like a 5th chance at life because I died like 2 other times.
Jesus only came back once, man, so you know it's real shit.
Jesus is a bitch ass motherfucker.
I'm like the sun god Ra. I come back like a fucking pharaoh.
And you know what? I may not have been Fawn's birth dad, but I'm the dad that stepped.
Who's Fawn?
And if that doesn't prove my loyalty and love for Twilight, then I don't know what will.
Do you have a job? We're working on that.
No.
That doesn't matter. I'm in between jobs right
We're
now.
finishing the death certificates right now. I
Twilight
gotta
takes
fix
care
it
of for
again.
me.
I hung my head and tried to calm myself. I started sucking on my binky. There was silence in the house for 20 full seconds before her mother spoke up.
Twilight, is that true?
Yeah, he's done so much for me. He's died like twice.
I heard her jump off the couch and trotted towards me.
Wait, Twilight
then
didn't
wrapped
save
her-
him from the cupcake. He died.
Yeah, what? Save her from the shit. I have the term. I heard her. Okay. She then wrapped her forelegs around my neck and rested her head on my shoulder, letting her tears fall freely. I looked up at her parents. They were both shocked and pained.
Twilight.
Her father said softly. Twilight pushed her face harder into my shoulder.
Shoulder.
I'm sorry if what he said is true. And I have no place to judge you to.
He's died twice.
I'm truly sorry for acting like that. Clearly, your love is true love. There's never been a truer love to have ever existed in all of pony history.
He said,
I'm so sorry.
sadness in his voice. He hung his head and rubbed his eyes.
Ouch, this hooves and eyes hurts.
Feel very normal. I looked at her mother. Her face was scrunched up.
Is all that did all that really happen to Kermie?
I slowly nodded.
And you truly love her?
She asked softly. I nodded again.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, with everything I have left. She and the kids are all I truly love and care about.
The kids.
Our
Kara
friends.
and Spark.
And Kara.
They're on a different level, bro. So
D-Lo.
much higher. So much higher.
She gulped.
Lance, I'm sorry.
I shook my head.
Oh, yeah, he's like next to Royal Guard or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the one you should be saying sorry to, idiot.
She looked at Twilight, who was still hiding her face in my shoulder.
Twilight, honey, I'm so sorry. I just thought you'd marry him because you thought you had to. Now that I can see you truly love him, can you ever forgive me?
I leaned my head down and whispered in Twilight's ear.
Come on, Twi, you can't make a decision for yourself. I'm doing this one for you. They're your parents. They made a mistake.
She leaned back and whipped her face with her hoof. She then turned and looked at her parents.
She sure did turn and look at her parents. Where's that at?
She turned and looked at her parents.
Really? It took so long for her to look at her parents.
She looked in her dad's eyes and she didn't fucking say.
I forgive you. Both of you. I understand why you'd be mad. I was very mad this morning about marrying him. But
And after all, he did jump into a puddle of mud right after I had to force him into the bath because he refused to use soap.
he was crusty from last night and wouldn't shower.
Mom and Dad, when you get to know him like I know him, you're gonna love him. When you hear him singing I Just Had Sex, you'll understand why.
When you get stuck with him in Canterlot and like stuck with him. Anyways, I understand why you'd be mad, but you didn't have to do all that.
Her father looked up, tears in his eyes.
We're so sorry, honey.
Man, this is painful to watch.
Sure is.
I'm having a good time, actually.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Twilight trotted over to her parents and pulled them both into a hug.
It's okay. I'm sorry we didn't tell you earlier.
Her mother chuckled and returned her hug.
Oh, it's fine, dear. We should have come earlier also.
Her father smiled.
We'll make this up to you, honey. We promise. Just so long as he hasn't done anything creepy with some other child that you've have.
Okay, I held up a hoof.
They did not get
Actually,
invited to the wedding.
I would like to make this up to you first.
They all broke the hug and turned to me.
What? How?
Oh,
How?
I smiled.
I'll think of something, but I do have something in mind for your father.
Her father cocked his head.
Oh, you do? Pog? What would that be?
I smirked.
Guys' night out, just you and me chilling, bro.
Guys' night.
So then we have a special author's note in red.
Oh, geez.
Face hoof! I screwed up! This chapter was cut in half! There was at least another 200 words! Sorry about that, everyone.
Womp womp.
This is more than 200 words, dude.
Yeah, Yamson adds in that, they didn't get invited to the wedding, which is kind of embarrassing.
That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
Apparently,
Really?
half
Yeah,
of 1,567 is 200.
It really does make it seem like, it really does make it seem like it's a, like a shotgun wedding.
Kind of does.
Yeah, he had a fake job as the royal guard and like 2 real jobs, both of which were waitering or waitressing at restaurants. Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible.
Amazing.
All right, everybody. Well, that's it for this episode of Living the Dream. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope that improv session that Cabral did turned out okay.
Yeah, we'll find
let us
out.
know-
Tony?
Let us know in the comments if you could tell before the big reveal after the first 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that you do it seamlessly, Cabral, to
We'll
where
find
people
out.
will not notice. Only discerning viewers would know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
And
I can't-
also,
I want people
Um,
to be like, God, Cabral's vibe is fucking weird today.
you know, and list your rankings in the comments section, and also taking into account Cabral messing up into your.
Wait,
your,
hold on. I
star.
remedied it. I improv'd. I did better. I did good.
Well, we'll see. Maybe the improv will be even better than the first time. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Maybe.
Well, have fun, everyone.
Have fun, everybody.
Bye.